Okay peeps, how's it going? I'm Paul, by the way. This is my Sprinter 611 engine. It's a Della engine. It's 4-cylinder as opposed to the 612, which is 5-cylinder. This was a Vito engine, 2002, so same year as my Sprinter. I did buy it just on the original note of getting a set of free injectors, well, not free because I had to buy it, but you know what I mean, free injectors, but it was the cylinder head that I wanted after my roadside repair. Went a bit wrong when we ran out of time. I had to move the van. Things that are different then on the Vito to Sprinter that I've changed. So the water pump, the outlet, there's only one outlet, the top one for the Vito. That big fat one's not there on the Vito. Instead, the alternator brackets come up a lot higher, so you can't even fit one on, which I did try obviously, but it wouldn't work, so I had to change the whole of the front timing cover, which you have to take the cams out because there's two bolts that come down from the front of the head there into the timing cover. So while I had the head off, I had it re-skimmed, pressure tested, and you know, all the good stuff. Also, is there anything else on the top? No, there's nothing else on the top, I don't think. No. So the sump has to be changed as well, on the Vito sump. It's a bit bigger there on the Vito sump, so we need on the Sprinter. On the Sprinter, there's more of a slot out to this other groove there, and I believe the fronts. Yeah. So the sump pan's different, but because of what I'm trying to say is the volume of oil that it collects, that's always in the sump, is the same because of the differences in size and shape of the sump. Okay, right, that was an easy point made hard. Okay, last, I think, around the back. On the Vito, the turbo drain goes below, down there, if I can get a bit of light on the subject. Okay, so the turbo drain, oil drain, goes in the bottom there, whereas on the Sprinter it's in one of them, and the dipstick holder is in the other one, which I've had to drill. I drilled it at 11.6, I believe, which opened it up naturally to just over that, because of the spiral, you know, the swarf and stuff. Okay, I did magnetise my drill bit, and while I was drilling it, all the swarf and everything stuck to the drill bit, so nothing fell in. On breakthrough, I kept taking the drill bit out of the hole regularly, cleaning it off, put it back in. Obviously the sump was removed while I was doing that, but my original idea was to put a magnet inside the engine to catch it all, but then I thought, you know what, I don't want it in the engine, I want it out, so that's why I magnetised the drill bit, and it caught it all. Okay, is there anything else that I'm missing? I don't think so. Don't think so. Oh, on the back there, there's a bracket there that holds the inlet manifold to the top of the head there, which is missing. I may have thrown that away though, to be fair, as I may have with the front engine mounting eye. I don't believe I did. I think it's part of the big block engine for the Transverse, because on Transverse there is an engine mounting right there. Okay, so I've got to make myself a lifting eye to match the back one there. When when you pick it up with them, it's obviously that's Mercedes have put them there for a reason, so that's the centre weight of the engine. I am hoping so the front and back one will obviously easily carry the weight of the engine, which is 200 kilo. I'm hoping that just with the back one, with the gearbox on as well, that will be the centre point for that lift as well. I'm hoping. I'm, you know, wishful thinking, I know, but you can hope. Yeah, that's it, I believe. So that's the only things you have to change. The oil pump's the same, like I said earlier, long-windedly. The sump is slightly a different shape, length, not shape. Shape's the same, length's different, but it still holds the same volume of oil at any one time. Whether the engine's running or not, it's the same as the Sprinter, but it won't fit in the Sprinter because of the cross member, so the Sprinter one's got to go on. The oil dipstick for the Vito was there, and then it came up the front of the engine and then bolted onto that point there on the inlet manifold, whereas because that was the front of the engine obviously, but now the dipstick will be in that holder there at the front of the engine, as is the oil filler cap for the Sprinters on the top, as we all know, at the front. But on the Vito it also comes out the side, and it attaches there, the caps there, whereas the actual filler thing is there. I've bent it round a bit like to stop stuff from getting in there, but there it is. Okay, so when I changed the sump, I did cut that pipe off and just put that blanking cap on just to stop dust from collecting in the bottom of the engine. As you can see, everything's been frog taped off throughout the build. It is a good advert for fog tape, I'm not advertising, but it's brilliant stuff for rebuilding. It when it's on, it's on. You have to fight it to get it off. It's not, you know, it doesn't leave anything behind. It rips when you want it to rip and doesn't when you don't. It is a really good sealer for this kind of job. Okay, I always go to the fog tape. As you see through the pictures on the build, it does seal it, and it won't peel off when it gets damp, which is a good thing. And it will hold a line if you spray with it. So yeah, it doesn't leach, the paint won't leach through. So that's the Sprinter engine, and it's all ready to go in now. Just got a few bits, like I say, to take off my van, which I didn't have or keep for this, like the power steering motor, which I wish now I would have kept, and obviously the diesel filter housing bracket. That's it. Okay, have a great day, folks. See you again.